If your thumbnail doesn't get the click, nothing else matters. Not your editing, not your storytelling, and not how valuable the video is. The best creators on YouTube understand this as a brutal level. They just don't make thumbnails, they engineer attention. And the gap between average thumbnails and top tier ones isn't talent, it's strategy. First, understand what a thumbnail actually is. It's not a preview of your video, it's an actual ad. An ad are designed to interrupt. And that means your thumbnail has one job: stop the scroll. Not explain everything, not look pretty. Stop the scroll. Top creators obsess over simplicity, one subject, one idea, and one emotion, and that's it. The moment you add too many elements, you dilute the message. Your brain processes simple images faster, and speed matters. When someone is scrolling, it takes more than a split second to understand it's already failing. And here's a quick example. A beginner makes a thumbnail showing an entire scene, background, multiple objects, text, details everywhere. A top creator takes that same idea and zooms in on the most important moment, bigger subject, clearer emotion, less noise, and the same concept, completely different performance. And let's talk about contrast, the most underrated weapon. Your thumbnail needs to pop against YouTube's background and against other videos, bright versus dark, warm versus cool, and the subject versus the background. If your colors blend together, your thumbnail disappears. Top creators often darker the background and brighten the subject. It's not random, it's intentional separation. Faces are another cheat code, but only if used correctly. Not just any face, clear, readable emotion, confusion, shock, excitement, fear, something obvious. A neutral expression gets ignored. A strong expression gets attention, and the face needs to be big enough to see on a phone screen. Tiny faces don't work. Short story: a creator swaps a thumbnail from a wide shot of himself working to a close up to his face, reacting to the result. Same video, click through rate doubles. And why? Because the humans are wired to notice faces and emotions instantly. And let's get into curiosity, the real driver of the clicks. Your thumbnail should make someone ask a question in their head: what happened? Did that actually work? And how did this turn out? If there's no question, there's no reason to click. This is where most people mess up. They try to explain everything. Top creators do the opposite. They show just enough to create intrigue, but not enough to satisfy it. Think of it like a movie poster. It hints, it teases, it doesn't spoil. Another powerful tactic, exaggeration, but controlled. Okay. Top creators, they push reality slightly further to make more noticeable, bigger reactions, clearer results, and more dramatic framing. Not fake, but amplified, because subtle doesn't stand out in a feed full of noise. Let's talk about text on thumbnails too, because this is where people go wrong fast. Text should be minimal, 2 to 4 words max, big, bold, readable, and it should add something new, not repeat the title. If your title says I tried living off grid, your thumbnail text shouldn't say the same thing. It should add context like big mistake or worth it. And here's a critical detail placement: don't put text near the edges where it can get cut off. Keep it centered or in the safe zones. Top creators think about how thumbnails appear on different devices, not just their editing screen. And let's get into composition too, the invisible advantage, the rule of thirds, leading lines, framing. And these aren't just photography buzzwords. They're guidelines viewers' eyes, and your thumbnail should direct attention exactly where you want it. If the viewer's eyes wander, you lose their clarity. Another trick: before and after. Humans love transformation, showing a clear contrast, messy versus clean, broken versus fixed, cheap versus upgraded, creates instant interest. It tells a story in one image, and that's powerful. Quick story: a creator makes a thumbnail showing a finished project. It performs okay, and he switches to a split image, before and after. The same project, same video. Clicks increase significantly. Why? Because now here's the story, not just a result. And let's talk about consistency, not in design, but in clarity. Top creators don't use the same style every time. They use the same level of clarity every time. Their audience knows instantly what they're looking at. And that recognition builds trust, which leads to more clicks over time. And here's something more people ignore: competition. Your thumbnail doesn't exist in isolation, it sits next to other videos. So before you finalize it, search your topic and look at what's already there. If your thumbnail blends in, it loses. If you need to stand out, not slightly, but clearly, another advanced, more move pattern interrupts. If every thumbnail in your niche uses bright colors, try darker tones. If everyone uses faces, to try a stronger object. The goal is to break the pattern just enough to stand out without confusing the viewer. And let's talk about testing, because top creators don't guess, they iterate. They try different thumbnails, different titles, and see what happens better. You don't need massive data to start. You just need to pay attention. If something works, analyze why. If it fails, adjust it. A short story. A creator changes one thumbnail element, the background color, and that's it. The click through rate increases noticeably. Small changes can have a big impact. And here's a mindset shift too: your thumbnail is more important than your camera. You can film on a basic setup and still win with strong packaging, but a perfect video with a weak thumbnail will lose every single time. This is why top creators often spend as much time on thumbnails as they do on the video itself. Let's get practical. When you design your thumbnail, zoom out until it's tiny. Can you still understand it? Can you still feel something? If not, simplify and remove elements until it's clear. Another check: show it to someone for 1 second. Ask when they saw it. If their answer doesn't match your intention, fix it. Clarity beats creativity every time. And don't fall into the perfection trap. Your perfect thumbnail won't be great, and that's normal. The goal is improvement, and each video is a chance to get better at grabbing attention. Thumbnails are leverage. They multiply everything else you do. A small improvement in click through rate can double your views. And that's the difference between a video that disappears and one that grows your channel. Because at the end of the day, the best creators don't just make better videos, they make videos people actually click to. Thanks for watching. If you found value to this video, please subscribe. I would love to have you on the team. And check out this video to the right. It could also help you on your YouTube journey. We'll check you on the next one. See you later.